Hello and welcome to week number 4 of our flexibility series. Today is active flexibility and strength support. This week we're learning that flexibility isn't just about lengthening the muscles, it's about also building confidence and control in our movements. Strength creates safety, and safety allows the flexibility to grow. Instead of just hanging in the flexes and the stretches, we're going to learn how to actively support the body, because support is not weakness. So over the last few weeks, we have been creating space in the body, improving our mobility, and opening up the body. Today, the strength portion is equally as important as the everything as a whole, because flexibility isn't just about flexing further. It's about building strength and confidence within that range of motion that you are creating. And the body is much more willing to let go when it feels supported. So let's just hop right into our week number 4. We are going to start down on our mat. We're going to start with our breath awareness. We have our yoga mat, we have our blocks, we have our strap, and we are ready to flow it out. So we're going to start in our easy seat, which is just seated, lengthening up. We've got your either hips are propped up on your block, or we're just seated down on the mat. Lengthen up through the spine, feeling comfortable, relaxing the shoulders back and down, closing down the eyes, taking a nice breath in and a nice breath out. This is where we allow everything to soften and allow our minds to kind of come into our practice. Take another deep breath in and let go. Maybe check in with the neck. Release any muscles, any clenching you may be doing. Check in with the jaw, the forehead. Release everything out and down. Take a nice deep breath in. And nice deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Very gently open up the eyes. Release the block from underneath your seat if you're using one. Place it aside. We're going to come on down to our hands and our knees into our tabletop position. We know this one. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips for cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back leg forward. Exhale, round the spine, belly button comes into chest. Chin comes into chest, sorry. Moving with the breath, inhale. Exhale. Warming up our spine. Breathing with our movements. Allowing the body to soften before we activate and support. Push the mat away as you round the spine. Shoulders are back and down as we arch the back. One more time. Meeting in our neutral position, tabletop. We're going to try a little balancing here. So as you inhale, lengthen that left arm out in front of you. Exhale, send the opposite leg back behind you. We have a balancing table. Looking down at the mat, take a nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. And on your next inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, bring everything into the midline for a bird dog. 4 rounds. Kind of like our cat-cow, except we're not arching the back when we come into tabletop. Everything is neutral. Round the spine. Elbow comes to touch the knee. One more time. And back out and hold. Take a nice deep breath in. And release back down to tabletop. Other side. Right arm comes out in front of us. Left leg goes back behind us. Balancing table. Take a nice deep breath in. A nice deep breath out. We're drawing a nice line from the fingertips all the way back through the toes. Bird dog. Come on in for your crunch. Elbow comes to knee. Back out. Crunch. And back out. So we're building heat in the body. We're challenging our balance. And we're building strength. And in. Hold out back on your balancing table. Take a nice deep breath in. And let go. Release everything down to tabletop position. Now let's do some hip circles here. So all we're going to do is just come on back and up. And this helps build a little strength and flexibility in the wrists. We're moving the hips from side to side. Other direction, change your direction. We're just warming up the body. There we go. And up. When you come back around, come back to tabletop. Curl those toes under, lift the hips high for downward facing dog, pedaling out the feet. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Pushing the heels back, activating our downward facing dog, pushing back, lifting the tailbone up towards the sky. Oh, take that nice deep breath in and out. Now building some strength, walk the hands back to the toes, folding forward over the legs. Just allow the body to hang for a couple of seconds. And walk back out to your downward facing dog, pressing those hips back. Walk the hands back, hang over the legs, and walk back to downward facing dog, pressing those hips back. Remember to breathe as you move, don't hold the breath. Again, walk the hands back towards the feet, hang over the legs, take a nice deep breath in, deep breath out. Walk the hands back to downward facing dog and press back into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. On your next breath in, let's step up to the top of your mat, folding forward over your legs. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, send those arms up high to the sky. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Beautiful. Let's do a round of sun salutation and really build up that heat in the body, activating all of our muscles in the body. So when you're ready, inhale, send the arms up high to the sky. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. As we breathe in, we come into a halfway lift, halfway up. Exhale, release down, plant the hands, step back to a plank, lowering through our chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. 3 breaths in our downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Moving in any way you feel you need to move. Maybe we're pedaling out the feet. Maybe you're just moving your hips nicely side to side. Or just waking up everything in the body. And then pressing everything back, heels come back. Spread the fingertips into the mat. Remembering to breathe. On your next inhale, step on back up to the top of your mat. halfway lift, release down, inhale, swim those arms up high to the sky. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Beautiful. Now that we're up, we're going to do some tree rotation. So we're going to come to the middle of our mat, and then we're going to kind of do like a tree pose. We're going to keep the toes on the mat, and we're just going to kind of dynamically rotate the hip out, rotate the leg into our tree pose. But we're going to move. And this is going to help activate that hip flexor, waking up the booty. And we're just going to rotate in and out. Take a nice deep breath in as we move. Nice deep breath out. Breathing with our movement, activating the muscles. Maybe challenging the balance just a little bit. Beautiful. Release other side. And just moving out and in. Keeping that nice micro bend in your supporting leg. We're not locking that knee. We're building strength. Activating those muscles. Now, if you want to try, let's do a tree pose. Get our balance in. Anytime you do a balance pose, you're actually activating the strength in that supporting leg. So option, you can have the foot down on the ankle. So we're not putting pressure on the ankle. We're still using the floor support. So you can have your foot on the floor. You can bring it halfway. Again, you're not pushing into the knee. We're not pushing anything into the joints. We're using our supporting leg to support us, and we're just very lightly resting the foot onto that leg, or you can bring the foot up to the inner thigh for the full expression of tree pose, keeping a nice micro bend in that knee, using that supporting leg to build support. That's where we're activating our strength. Hands come to center. Wherever you are, just go with wherever you are, and that's okay. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Release your tree pose, other side. Maybe we're down here, maybe we're middle, maybe we're all the way up. We're pressing that knee out to the side, not locking the knee. Supporting leg is doing the work here. Hips are forward. Take a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in and deep breath out. Release your tree. One thing I love about active strength, building that strength, we do a lot of balancing because that activates all the muscles in your supporting leg, and that helps build strength. So remember that anytime you're working on balance, you're also building strength. So let's do one of my very favorite, which is some leg swings. And it's exactly what it sounds like. We're just going to face our mat. We're at the middle. You're going to take, let's start with the right, and you're just going to swing the leg back and forth. That's it. Back and forth. Micro bend in that supporting leg. If you fall out, come back in, and you are just swinging. Option, move the arms in opposition, really helps you keep that balance. And we're just building strength, waking up the hip. That's one of my actual favorite hip movements here. But we're building our flexibility, we're building our strength, and we're just doing a micro move, like swinging the leg back and forth. Let's do the other side. Keep ourselves even, swinging back and forth. You might have one side that seems to be able to hold our balance and hold our strength a little bit better than the other. That is completely normal. My left side is my weaker side. My right side is my strong side. Actually, I think it's in the reverse. Whatever, there's still one side that's more flexible. There's one side that's more stronger, same side. We always have a weaker side. All right, release down, shake it out. Getting back into our flow, we're going to come to the top of our mat. Let's step the right leg back for a nice high lunge, bending that front knee. We're at a 90-degree angle here. Our knee is tracking over our ankle. Hips are forward. Take a nice deep breath in, a nice deep breath out. And then we're going to turn the hips to the long edge of our mat, lunging into that front knee into a warrior two. So our back toes face the long edge, front toes are forward. We're pushing that front knee open, lunging. Option, arms come out to the side. If it's easier to look forward, shoulders are back and down. Maybe look over those front fingertips, those beautiful fingertips. Take a nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. Whew. This is a very active pose here, really lunging into that front knee. Let's turn those front palms up towards the sky, and we're going to hinge back for a peaceful warrior. Feeling that strength in that front supporting leg. Come back out to your warrior two, come forward. We're going to come into an extended side angle. Option, you can use that leg to support the arm. You can bring the arm down to the mat, or use your block, keeping that bend, rolling the shoulder up towards the sky for your extended side angle. Really working into that front leg, getting a little shaky. Release the block if you used it. We're going to come back up, heel toe that back leg up. We're going to spin back into our front little micro lunge here. Kind of bring that front foot in if you need to. Lengthen out that front leg, keeping that micro bend, because we're going to come into a pyramid pose. So inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, fold forward over that front leg, getting a nice stretch down the back of that left leg. Take a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. Really relax that supporting leg. You did a lot of work on that one side. Option again, always if you need your blocks, use your blocks, rest your hands, use them as support. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Come on back up. Use that core strength to come on back to the front, the top there. And then we're going to step on up to our mountain. Maybe shake out that supporting leg. You did a lot of work. Whew, good job. We're going to do the other side because we have to stay even. So now that our left leg is feeling that energy, is feeling that support, is feeling that strength, maybe it's a little shaky, we need our right leg to join it. So same thing, other side, step back into your high lunge. Your right leg is now your supporting leg. Hips are facing forward, 90-degree angle. Knee is nowhere near those toes. We're tracking, keeping our joints stacked. We want to keep stacked. Hips are forward. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Now we're going to turn to our left side here. So you're going to see the back side as we turn into warrior two. Back toes turn towards the long edge of the mat. We're keeping that knee forward. Hips are now facing the long edge of the mat. Shoulders are back and down as we lengthen our arms out. Look over those beautiful fingertips. Take a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. Turn that front palm up towards the sky. Hinge on back for our peaceful warrior. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Back to warrior two, extended side angle. Option to use those blocks, option to use the floor. Maybe we're staying up high. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Come on back up to your warrior two. Heel toe that back foot up, facing the front of the mat there. Step halfway back up. Strengthen out and lengthen out that front leg. Inhale, hips are forward. Exhale, fold forward over that front leg, not locking the knee, getting a nice stretch down the back of the leg there. Take a nice deep breath in and a nice deep breath out. Beautiful. Feeling that stretch. Ooh, that feels good. On your next inhale, hands can come back up to hips, using your blocks if you're using them. We come on back up, step on back up to mountain, and shake out that leg if you need to. Whew. Yes, I love it. Inhale, the arms come up high to the sky. Exhale, as you bring your hands down through heart center, imagine yourself pulling in all of that positive energy towards you, building that heat, feeling that energy. Inhale, arms come back up high. Again, pull that energy in towards you. You are strong. You are connected. You've got this. Again, one more time. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down through heart center, pulling in that energy. Yes. Beautiful. Release the hands down by your side. We're going to come back to about the middle of the mat, and we're going to do another balancing challenge, but we're also going to build strength. So we're going to step to our warrior three. So let's start with our left foot out in front of us. Warrior three, keeping a nice micro bend in that knee. We lift the back leg up and we come into a neutral line. Now you can lengthen the arms up overhead or keep them down on your hips. But we're making a nice, beautiful, it's like a T shape with our body. It's totally normal to be wiggling. You know, that's the strength you're building. If you're wiggly or you're feeling your muscles contracting, or maybe you're shaking, that's building strength. Keep those hips towards, oopsie, we've fallen out, we just come right back in. Keep those hips turned down towards the mat. And on your next inhale, come on back up. Let's do the other side. So start back in your starting position. Step the right leg out. We're going to hinge at the hips. Back leg comes back behind us. Hips are turning towards the mat, keeping very, very level, very, very straight. Take a nice deep breath in. Option to lengthen the arms up overhead. Warrior three. If we're shaking, that's just building the muscle. That's building your flexibility, building your strength. And come on back up. Good job. Beautiful. See? Got this. Option to stay at the middle of your mat or go up to the top of your mat. We're going to sink the hips back for a chair pose. And then exhale, come on back up. And again, back to a chair pose. And come on back up. It's almost like doing a little mini squat. Hips come back. And back up. And again. And back up. And one more time. And back up. Step to the top of your mat if you haven't already. Chair pose. Sink your hips down low. Hold. Take a nice deep breath in. And out. This time as you exhale, fold forward over the legs. As we come into our little vinyasa, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands, step back to your plank, lowering through your chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 3 breaths in your downward facing dog. You deserve it. You're working hard. Inhale, exhale. On your next breath in, let's come on down to seated. We're going to start winding down our practice now. We're going to come back to the floor. Let's do our toe test. So our legs come out in front of us. Micro bend in those knees. Option to use your strap, your block, whatever support that you need. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Maybe we're grabbing onto the ankles, we're grabbing onto the bottoms of the feet, wherever you are. That's okay. Or maybe you've noticed you've come a little further this week. Let me know below. Are you a little further? Are you noticing a difference? I'd love to know. I've been working on mine, and I feel like I have been able, I can use the block now. As you inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, maybe fold a little deeper. Release everything back out. Move everything out of the way. And we're going to make our way down to the mat for a bridge pose. So tuck the heels in towards the bum. Take a nice deep breath in, and then we're going to lift the hips off the mat into our nice little bridge pose here. Right now we have everything activated, so we're pulling the glutes in, we're activating through the thighs. Take a nice deep breath in, a nice deep breath out. Now if you want to build a little strength here on your next inhale, you can kind of lift that left leg up, come back down, lift that right leg up. This is called marching bridge. This right here is going to activate strength. It's going to work the core, it's going to work the thighs, it's going to work the bum. This is a great move to help build some strength. Low impact, great little move here. Come on back to your neutral position. Roll the shoulder blades under if you want to clasp the hands beneath you for a full expression of the bridge pose here. Make sure to tuck your chin into your chest. Take a nice deep breath in, a nice deep breath out. Very gently roll the shoulder blades out, and one vertebrae at a time, lower back down to the mat. Maybe hug those knees in and just move side to side. This is a great opportunity to grab your strap if you want. Bring the feet back onto the mat. And now you can either use your strap to loop it over the foot, or grab the foot, or grab the calf. And we're going to do a nice little hamstring stretch here. Just working the leg in. Don't lock those knees. We never lock the knees. Keep a nice little micro bend in the knees. And we're just pulsing it in. Getting a nice little hamstring stretch there. Remembering to breathe. Don't hold your breath in any time you're working on your flexibility or your strength. You don't hold your breath. It's your breath that gets you through it. It's your breath that keeps you calm. It's your breath that you're building. Everything flows as one network, and your breath is one of those things that's extremely important. Release that foot back onto the mat. Let's do the other side. Either we're using our strap, we're using our hand. Maybe if you want to get a little bit deeper, grab onto that calf and pull it in towards you. Take a nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. Release everything back out onto the floor. Move the strap out of the way. Hug the knees in. Maybe grab onto the bottom of the feet, come into our happy baby pose. Moving in any way that feels natural. Maybe you're rocking side to side. Maybe extend that right leg. Maybe extend that left leg. Maybe extend both legs. Maybe get a little playful. Whatever feels fun, whatever works. Maybe we're in butterfly, reclined butterfly, holding on to both feet. Just getting that nice stretch into the hips. Take a nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. Bring the knees back to touch, hug in both knees and send both knees over to your right side, extending your left arm out onto the mat. Keeping that shoulder blade firmly planted. Look over those beautiful fingertips. So we just detox, wring out the spine, neutralize the spine before we come into our Shavasana. Hug those knees in, send them over to the left, other side. Look over those beautiful fingertips. Come on back to center. Hug, hug, hug those knees in. Let's stretch it out from head to toe. Arms come overhead. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And release. Coming into our Shavasana, final relaxation. Let's soak up everything we've done. Started our strength building, working into our flexibility. We're tuning into our breath. Everything works as a whole. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Check in with those shoulders, making sure we're keeping them down. Checking in with the jaw, we're softening the jaw. Checking in with the forehead. Maybe check in with the hips, the legs, the toes. Do almost like a little body scan. If there's something that's bothering you, take note. Something that's a little sore, it's not quite right, take note. The goal is to feel our very best, listening to our bodies, what our bodies need, but also giving them the tools to become a stronger, more flexible, more happy you. Very gently allow some movement back into the toes and the fingers. Gently open up the eyes. We're going to roll on over to our one side, just pausing for a few minutes. Always keep in mind that you do have the option to pause the video and stay in your Shavasana as long as you need. The longer the better. Meeting back at the middle of our mat. Inhale, we lengthen the arms up high. Exhale, we fold forward over the legs in gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today for week number 4. I really hope that these little movements here help you learn just a little bit more of little things that you can do to help build strength, build your flexibility, and overall work with the breath and just build a happier, healthy you. Sometimes we think that progress comes from pushing harder, but really, often it comes from creating more support in the body, and that's what we're doing here with our flexibility challenge. We're creating space, we're creating support. Our strength and our flexibility are not opposing components, they work together in a nice little harmony package. And every single time that you choose to support yourself, you're actually creating a stronger foundation for growth. I'll see you in the next video. Have the best rest of your day. Bye-bye.